Hey guys, welcome back to Hotel Dropout. Today I'm joined by Bernard and Dan yet again, and we'll be doing some hypotheticals. If you'd like to support us, we've got a Patreon. Leave a like and subscribe or comment down below. And without being said, well, let's just go. Benny, what kind of hypotheticals do you have for us?
All
Hello,
right.
everyone.
Hey guys, how you doing? So recently there seems to be a trend that's been popping off. Uh 100 soldiers versus one gorilla. Who do you think it will win and why?
Are the soldiers
Are they
like
armed?
in actual gear?
No. They're just like soldier trained men.
Uh,
I think the
hmm.
100 soldiers because like there will be casualties, but at some point the gorilla is gonna get tired, right?
Yeah,
And
but
then
Yeah, I would guess so.
I mean,
yeah.
you can realistically only pile about what 10 to 12 human beings on top of a gorilla, and and
Yeah, but still, it's gonna get tired, no?
or is it like when you say
No, but
versus
this is the
is
environment where this is happening.
I
wait,
would
wait,
say there's one gorilla in the field, and it's like surrounded by 100 guys.
wouldn't it
So
be?
there is it's a field without anything. Because I was thinking I would probably, if I wouldn't be like first in line, I would try to find something like a rock or a stick or something to kill it. Because it would be hard with my bare hands.
In my brain, I know you said stick, but I heard you say dick.
Goodness, you don't want to
Okay,
fight a
this
gorilla with.
moment of my life. Better find a dick to grab onto.
I would
Uh,
think the question is the hypothetical would be 100 human beings going one after another until and then they fight the gorilla one on one until the gorilla kind of just gets worn out.
No, well, I don't think it was specified, but in my hypothetical scenario, they go all together, or they have the ability to all go together.
I feel like that would be a very easy win, no?
Are they like
From who?
NPCs and they just attack without regard to their life, or are they actual like human beings that would get scared and could run away and stuff like that?
Let's say they are human beings that can get scared and run away and stuff.
I,
But they're
they,
soldiers.
they've been ordered to kill the gorilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. What is it? Surely it's the 100 people. I think. I think at
Yeah,
most.
they definitely have a chance.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely a chance that they would lose if it would go somehow really wrong.
And this is we're talking
We'll bet on the
like a
100 guys.
fully adult like silverback gorilla that's been rested well, ate well. It's mating
When
season and it pissed off. Yeah.
I wonder, can the gorillas get even more buff if they go to the gym?
I think so. Why not? I mean, they're made of muscles and sinews just like we are. And this is not like special forces soldiers. This is more like your average infantry soldier.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you wait, the gorillas, these animals, they're so naturally muscular. That made me think that
Yeah.
They are.
how much gains can they actually get? Because for humans, we need to work hard. We need to constantly exercise to keep it up. And then these animals,
Yeah.
they don't have to work out a day, and they're just pure muscle. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and they can pretty much like fuck you up in one hit. Yeah.
I heard that
Yeah.
a gorilla can rip off your arm with ease.
Yeah. So it's not that clear cut.
Kind of sad to think that the humans are so brittle. I think
Bro, you fall down the stairs and you break your legs, man. Like
that's true.
we squishy.
We efficient.
We're in.
Tactic to hunt was to be an NPC and just run after the prey until it gets tired.
Actually, yes, yeah.
We're intelligence build.
So I guess we have to.
I would say we're more endurance build and with dump stat and intelligence.
Don't
We
start.
spend too much. We spend too much calories on our brain.
That is true.
We-
We need less brain power.
Hey, you know what I think,
True.
right? Like sugar, because sugar is the power source for the brain. Do obese people, if you're obese, do you have an advantage in terms of thinking?
Gorilla fighting.
No, no, no. Like if you're obese, you just have a lot of sugar in your system. And let's say you have a lean detective and a very obese smoking detective. He's got caffeine, he's got nicotine,
Why
he's
does
got
he have to
sugar.
be smoking?
Because he's got
How to Google
all
this
the
lesson.
mind powering drugs basically.
Are fat people smarter than thin ones?
Are you trying to imply that diabetes is a sign of intelligence?
No, no, no. I'm wondering if there is any tangible like a marginal and tangible advantage for people with a lot of sugar in the system all the time versus somebody who doesn't. Like somebody who's on a keto diet, for instance. Because you know how
I mean,
like
I'm sure there are. I'm sure
because
there's gotta be like noticeable effects because like people who are on a diets and stuff, they tire easily,
yeah.
tire faster.
And there've been reports of like, if you go on a keto diet, you could have brain fog. But then you get over it.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Uh,
So I feel like we
Watch
answered that
anime.
one.
I'm no scientist.
Diets are not always about, you know, strict. Not strict, but it's not always about like
No,
eating
not
very
eating.
little. Yeah, it's
It's also
sometimes
what
it's
you
just
eat.
about what you eat, and you can still be
Huh.
full and full of energy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we finished this question, right? I think we.
Let's go next one.
Yeah.
No, no, no. So
100 men. My opinion.
okay. Jamie?
Hmm. Well, I think it's the guys, but I think there would be at least like 20 to 30 casualties from.
Only 20.
Yeah.
I think it'll be the guys, but I think there'll be only 20 or 10 left.
Nah, mate. Nah, mate.
Casualties.
It's the first couple of guys that will most likely die. But if you approach this tactfully, like everybody just swarm the gorilla, you pin it down. Eventually, you will pin it down because all the body weight piled on top, and then you can just
10
choke
people
it.
grab each arm.
Yeah,
10 people grab each
You
leg.
think the gorilla is gonna die with minimal casualties?
that's not minimal. That's 30% of the people.
That's still all right. That's still acceptable.
That's a book.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's
Bernard is
what he
like.
that's what he strives for when he leads his people.
I know it's
Okay,
like that.
okay, we must guard this town. There's no war, but 30 people will die.
It's like that meme from a Shrek. It's the sacrifice I'm willing to take for you guys.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Some of you will die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh man.
All right. Okay. Next question.
Next question.
I
All
have
right.
I have a fun one. Do you guys want to hear?
Go for it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be just me saying it.
All right. Would you rather fuck a goat and have everybody know, or not fuck a goat but have everyone thinking you did it? Oh, this is a tough
I
one.
mean,
I think the second one.
Wait, but everyone thinks you've done it, including your wife,
yeah,
including.
everybody think you fucked a goat. And your wife won't believe you if you told her you didn't. I find the lack of trust disturbing.
Hmm.
I find the lack of faith disturbing.
Benny, what do you think?
You know, in all my years, I've come to learn that it's not about what's the truth that's important, but how you are perceived.
Right. That's
Is there any
growing up.
Nice way to say it, goat fucker.
That's true.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Let's think about the logistics here for a bit. Is there any STI consequences for being engaged with a beast?
That's the cool thing. You don't know, so there's a risk.
Oh, very cool.
Cool stuff.
Cool stuff, bro. Come
Well,
on.
you
What,
can use a condom, no?
I guess so. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're saved, Bernard.
It's kind of disgusting to think about it.
Bestiality
I'm a very
unlocked.
Yes, I'm still not convinced. I think I'm still kind of leaning towards the second option.
yeah.
Hmm.
But your life might be fucked up because of it.
Yeah, everybody at work knows this.
Yeah.
Your career
What if
is
you're
over.
Everyone that I know knows this, right?
everybody in the world knows this.
They get a notification straight to their nervous system, right?
Exactly.
Whoa. No,
Yeah.
that would be an event. Not only I think this
Imagine your boss.
this information that I fucked a goat will be dwarfed by the fact that every human being received a notification in their nervous system.
Yeah.
People
You
will
think
freak out. How can you, like, what just happened?
so?
I
You
definitely.
think so, bro? You think so?
I would definitely not care about some guy fucking a goat. I would care more about how the fuck did somebody just sent a message straight to my brain.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like when they see you, they'll be reminded like, oh yeah, this is the guy that fucked the goat.
They have a waypoint in their hut forever. Goat titled Goat
Goat
Fucker. It could be funny. Could be funny. I could. So if I tell everyone that I didn't actually fuck a goat, no one will ever believe me, right? Or is there a percentage
Allegedly.
of people
Nah,
who are magically locked in?
you basically went viral, and everybody's phone got a notification about it.
But I mean, somebody will probably doubt that it was real if I say it wasn't real, right? Or are
Oh
they?
yeah,
It
yeah.
was AI.
I think people will doubt it. People will doubt. Like they just know they are aware that this happened, but they have no way to prove if it did or not. So it's up to them to believe it or not.
All right, so there will be a percentage of people that are,
Yeah.
and I will be always marked by everyone. I could be the new North Pole. Like you have a, I could be a compass. I would say I need a luxurious living in some part that you want me to live in, and I can be your forever compass.
All right, goat fucker, we have a deal. No, I don't think I want to fuck a goat. Like if I'm gonna be real, fuck it.
Being a waypoint for every human being. The newborns also get this waypoint.
Hmm.
Mommy, what is goat fucker? So one day we all woke up and got a notification somehow to our brain that a guy fucked a goat somewhere. And now we
Bruh.
see him forever.
I mean, you know,
Does that mean
like
does that mean like this life is a simulation then?
it's kind of dark
Yeah.
to say this, but there's a very good percentage of people in the world when they receive this news, they'll be like, "So what?" If you imagine,
so
yeah,
what?
there's still shepherds out there, you know, especially people that herd for a living.
Too. Nothing special
where
about it.
where is my notification? Imagine somebody will get that notification while they're fucking a goat. You're like, oh, people know.
They're like, "Oh, or another one, good." I don't know why when you mention goat fucker, I just think of it. I think of an Australian or somebody from New Zealand.
Oh, really?
Oh, this is messed up. I don't
Okay,
know.
we're getting back on track on
On pissing people off.
Insulting a whole place. Yeah, by the way, do you guys know how to do an Australian accent? I can teach you. It's very simple.
I
So
don't.
It's
you know,
just a British one with
no, no, no,
some
no, 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 no. Okay, the English letters R N R. So R N R. These three letters, and then you just try and pronounce it. Go Erner.
earner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Earner.
Erner. This
Ner.
party is dead. I've got to go. Right. So Australian accent is
Earner.
very like
Going.
you can try it.
How you
Gonorrhea.
doing, mate? It's a good day today, mate.
Nah, that sounds more like working class British. Well,
Oh, earner, you did not just
British,
say that.
ain't
right. I wait, wait,
Earner,
wait,
you did
wait.
not.
Back to the
it?
question.
Okay.
I still
Mm,
think I would go with number one, just so that nobody knows about it. I've
just for the experience.
Yeah, I've buried
You
bigger
know what?
secrets.
You know why I go with number two?
Why?
I'm gonna ask you guys, do you really think that I fucked the goat? And then it'll be a test of loyalty.
I would say, well, I got the notification. I mean, if I'm going to be serious, if Bernard would tell me that it's not true, I would believe Bernard. Unless it's some magical situation where somehow I'm locked in into believing the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty convinced that I would convince my wife that it was not true as well.
Hmm.
So maybe that's why I'm not too afraid of the option of everyone thinking.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. All right. Should we move on to other questions?
Yes.
All right. What's the biggest land animal that you think you can kill while staying alive with a metal bat?
Biggest
Metal
land
bat.
animal that you can kill.
A cow.
A cow. Do you know how dangerous cows are?
No.
Statistically, more people die to cows in a year than sharks.
Yeah, but there's more cows than people. So not very how should I
I-
put it?
Are you sure that there are more cows than people?
I think so there is. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's
I think
Google
you
it.
mean that. I think you mean to say that there are more cows than sharks.
No. Let me check it. How many
You're saying
cows
that there's.
in the world?
I don't
Oh
believe
no,
that.
no, it's only 1.5 billion. I'm sorry, I lied.
Yeah.
I think it was then chickens. Oh, I remember some farm animal. How many chickens are there in the world? 26 billion. Okay, here we go.
But why are we talking about numbers?
Who would win? Who would win? 8 billion people or 26 billion chickens?
I feel like it's you could think about this in terms of
Can
factor.
you 26 divided by 8? How much is that? 8 and 8 is 16. Another 8 is 24. So it's like uh, how many
You
8s?
gotta kill 20.
How many 8s was that? So you have to kill 3 and something chicken, 3 or 4 chickens each person. That sounds pretty easy.
Yeah, but roosters can really fuck you up. I mean, you're probably not gonna die to one, but they can hurt you pretty bad.
You hit them with your leg.
I think you just have to gonna bite through the pain, grab them by the neck, and then snap it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you hit them with your leg, they'll probably die as well. That's a lot. They will be like run over by a truck. Imagine.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think the humans would win in the chicken scenario.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
wait, we gotta
wait.
go back to the original question of
No,
like, what's the biggest
but,
land animal you think you can take down while surviving? You cannot bleed out.
well,
I
but
think a cow.
I had to come up with a counter to the earlier thing because you were thinking of chicken for food. What about like the chickens they use for cockfighting? You know those they install like a blade on their on their
Yeah, but I
clothes.
don't think here the scenario is that you have one specific alpha predator type of chicken
Mm.
versus average Joe
Ah,
humans. I think this is like
just
literally
like the
everyone
average.
right now versus all the chickens right now.
I
You know what
see.
I
We have people that are also very dangerous and can kill a lot better than the others. So
mean? Exactly.
checkmate
And
chickens.
also like people with physical disabilities or mental ones that cannot move.
we'll have we'll have the support
And also there's the on the chicken
elderly.
side, there's also like the baby chickens that's just born going choop, 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 you know.
I don't know. The thought of them, like a fight with them, made me laugh. Poor
Because it's
little
so ridiculous.
chickens.
Imagine
Yeah.
you are the human being that got killed by the chicken, right? Like imagine like
Oh
because
shit.
Now
if it's
that's
like
even worse than being the goat fucker.
yeah, exactly. That's worse than being known as a godfather. The shame. I feel like
Just a normal guy, right? You
right.
don't have any like debuff or anything.
Right. So this is why,
Yeah.
like, because I'm imagining like a pile of human beings and a pile of chickens on an open battlefield, and there is such a thing as like,
Why a pile? They don't have to be on each other. They can just be like
all right.
standing
So I
next to
just
each
mean like
other.
a group, but it's like an open battlefield,
Jimmy
and
just
so I
means
feel
like
like
whales.
so I feel like there's a fear factor in here. Like all the human beings in there are ashamed of potentially dying, so nobody wants to fight, whereas the chickens don't care. They just go peg peg, motherfucker.
No, I think there's gonna be some psychos that's gonna revel in it in the slaughter.
Right, we keep going back to the chicken. I'm sorry.
They're like,
The
are you going to kill this one, or can I do it for you? Are you
right.
gonna finish that?
I want my chicken nuggets.
Okay, wait. What was the answer that you gave Bernard with a metal bat?
I haven't gave one yet, but I think
A raccoon. Sorry, I'm joking.
I think the safest bet would
It would be the
be
metal bat.
no would be a Galapagos turtle.
This is oddly specific. A tortoise from the Galapagos Islands. What?
It's
Isn't that the one where it's like just this giant turtle that lived like forever?
I guess so.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's
he
because they're slow.
slow, and if he gets his head out, you can bash it and.
Yeah, exactly. I just wait, and then when he's like, "Is the dude gone yet?" What?
What are some land animals that are more susceptible to blunt damage type weapons? Oh my goodness, I'm such a nerd. But you know what I mean? Like some animals, like the porcupine, uh, you know,
Yeah,
they
but you want to go for size as well, though.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's why
that's
I
what I
picked
mean.
it
Like
up.
some animals just don't cope with blunt weapons very well. So like again, like a tortoise, that's a good choice because you can crack the shell and they
You,
basically
you know why? You know why I went with a cow? I think I know why. When I was
Why?
a child and I was in the village where my grandmother was born, it's a really small village, and some of her relatives still live there. And when we went to visit, and I witnessed the farm life. And one time, the butcher came to buy their calf,
ah.
and like I'm standing there looking at all this, and I don't know why no one thought about leading me away from there. But then my grandmother's brother is like, when they decided to buy the calf, I guess they have to kill it, and so he goes, takes an axe, takes
Ah,
the
Jesus.
blunt part, hits it on the head. It gets all like dizzy, and then they cut his throat, and he just bleeds out right there in front of everyone. So
Ah.
I have skill. I know how to kill cows.
You haven't killed. You just watched the kill.
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
that thing called? Are you talking about the you know that famous weapon from the film No Country for Something Men.
For
The
old men.
for old men.
You
The
mean the
trigger. The
nail gun thingy,
Yeah, it's
like the
you need.
piston, the nail pistol thing
It's like a
to kill
piston
cows.
gun. It punches a
Yeah,
hole into the animal, and you have to carry like a gas tank with it.
yeah, yeah. Those are for like cows usually for like
Mm.
slaughterhouses.
Oh,
The
right.
the reason why I picked a cow is they're usually not aggressive, and so you can come in, it wouldn't suspect anything, and you just bam, bam, bam on the head.
uh,
It will probably be
but
pretty disoriented.
like a cow got a lot of mass though, like so it can still
Exactly.
crush
Point.
you.
I win. I wonder who eats more, your turtle or my cow? I think my
I
cow.
think it depends on how big the turtle is, I guess. But I think your cow still will win.
How much does a lot of googling today weigh?
You know,
Cattle
I think
breed.
I don't know why, but the more interesting question is among the three of us,
Half a ton.
if we all have a metal bat, who's gonna die last?
Last, I think Dan.
Bernard?
Yeah, I think Dan will die last because you've got that reach.
Yeah,
I'm gonna die first.
exactly.
Now Bernard got the his training.
But what if Jamie and me gang up on Dan first because he's the bigger threat?
Yeah.
Um,
And while Bernard is beating you down, I strike him from behind, like I always do.
oh, Jamie,
It's
that's very sly.
very devious.
So
You
we have
might actually
we
even
have to
win.
kill each other, right? We have to kill each other, right? In
Yes.
this,
Allegedly, in this hypothetical.
is there a time limit? Can we just do it when we're all really old?
Which is
Good
wait.
point. Good point. It's like that reminds me of this thing where the guy asked the other guy like, "So, how do you wish to die?" And then he's like, "I wish to die of old age, sir." I
Hmm. Well, wasn't it? Isn't
think it
that
was
from
like
a
the
pirate
king
film or
asking.
something?
I don't know.
I
I
forgot.
heard it like
It was a
the
meme.
king asking the jester or something.
Right. Wait, back to the question. I still think
Yeah, Jamie.
the biggest animal I can kill with a bat would like a
Would be
small
Jamie.
deer. Have you seen like I was thinking of a moose, but then I remembered being in Canada, I saw one
Most
of
are
those
huge.
beasts. Moose are
Really?
gigantic. It's insane. I thought my because I heard of stories of these moose, people driving their cars into them, and then everybody in the passenger seat and the like in the shotgun, oh sorry,
Driver's
the
seat.
driver's seat, the shotgun seat, they both die. And I was just wondering how bad could it be? Then if you sit in the car, the moose is your car is as high as their legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the problem is the heavy chunky part on the thin legs is right on the right
Yeah.
height.
So messed up.
I wonder that our Volvos are better prepared for moose encounters.
Volvo, like the
Yeah,
car.
the car. Yeah, the brand is from Sweden, so I would assume yes.
They specifically built the Volvos to counter the moose problem.
Yeah.
I just imagine like a, a Swedish client goes into a car dealership. So how many moose can this kill? And then, nah,
But come on,
that's
if you want the
mad.
premium one.
All
Cows
right.
kill yearly 22 people in US. Dogs kill more. Lightnings
What?
kill more.
Oh my.
Bees kill more. And the tractors are the worst. They're like more than 10 times more than the cows.
Apparently, it's mostly like immigrant workers who were killed, and a lot of them were illegal. And then I've heard of stories of people needing to grab their mangled bodies and discard them over the
Jeez,
border, such that it's outside of the police jurisdiction. That's so messed up.
jeez,
Yeesh. It
that's
is.
dark.
All right,
So yeah.
I have some
Hmm.
fun, like ridiculous. So some people on Glassdoor.com uploaded
What's
the
that?
weirdest. Glassdoor. It's kind of it's a website where they record your average wage, information about companies. It's good for laborers. and they recorded some questions, some weird questions that big corporations have asked them during a job interview.
Oh my.
Yeah,
What are they?
there's a couple of them. So I'm gonna ask this first one. From UBS Bank. How do you fit a giraffe in a fridge?
You cut it into pieces.
You build a big bridge. Not bridge, fridge. Sorry.
So I think the challenge for us is not to answer the question, but to figure out what are they trying to get out of this question. So if
Your logical
Are you a
problem solving.
psychopath
but it's like a
that will
bank
cut
company,
people?
like I mean it's a bank. What's
Yeah,
the
but they also need bankers to be brutal, right?
right? But what is this
So
question?
by answering by slaughtering it and cutting it into pieces, not only do you show them like your mercilessness,
Mhm.
you're also
And you
showing
also
them
percentage the percentage to your boss.
exactly. You can give the percentage to your boss, and also you're showing them you're logical and tactical and resourceful,
Is
and
you
you get the job done.
huh? It would be funny if
Yeah.
this question is asked by Swiss banks, and then the question should be how. So if a Swiss bank asks the same question, you could just say, "Easy, just take it from the Nazis."
What?
Wait, do you get the joke? Because a lot.
I got the joke, but but in
No,
but
but
that
like,
doesn't.
Didn't.
oh, okay. So post World
He's
War II.
referencing the gold,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
gold
So
that they take.
I thought it would make sense for them to ask a question at Swiss bank. That would be funny. But UBS, I don't know. I don't know. Like, what's this question trying to get out of the candidate?
I just told you.
The
I think it would be
brutality.
just a reaction of to a weird situation, because I guess
Yeah.
people. Hmm, it's easier to understand what kind of person is in front of you when they're in an unusual situation, I guess.
If I was the candidate, I would say I will get back to you via mail after 5 business days.
Yeah, that would be nice
You're hired.
comeback.
You're hired. Okay, another one.
Wait, isn't it already half an hour?
Oh my goodness. Wait, I never checked the time. Yes, it's
I'm pretty
32
sure it's
minutes.
already.
32
Dang.
minutes.
All right.
All right.
So this is the half an hour test episode. Hope you enjoy it, bite sized for your listening
we had 4
convenience.
questions.
But the important ones.
Yes. All right. Okay. Thanks for tuning
We
in.
can do it next.
And
Yeah.
once again, you can find us on Patreon and on Spotify as well. Goodbye, guys.
Have
Goodbye,
a good
everyone.
one.